You are welcome to CPD Level 3, and I'm so excited and delighted to be with you on this platform. We had a wonderful time in our Level 1, we had a blast time in our Level 2, and I want to assure you that this Level 3 is going to be even much more magnificent by the grace of God. What are we considering this Level 3? We are considering what is more specific to you, what is more relevant to you, and that is about your finances. We have discovered over time that private school teachers cope with a lot of financial stress, financial strain, financial pain, and sometimes even financial embarrassment. And these unfortunate scenarios have the tendency to affect our productivity and performance in the classrooms. We have also discovered that the fear of tomorrow, the fear of what happens if I'm fired by my boss, the fear of what happens when I retire, who pays my gratuity, who pays my pension, has also been very, very choky for many private school teachers to the extent that it begins to affect the productivity. And that is why we are taking a departure from the normal pedagogical topics and educational topics in quote now. We are going into financial empowerment and freedom for teachers. That will be our topic: financial empowerment and freedom for teachers. And we're going to be considering six major issues. Number one, discover. Number two, develop. Number three, demand. Number four, diversify. Number five, document. And number six, discipline. These are the six major issues that we believe will put an end to financial pain of many teachers in the continent, especially private school teachers. We'll be taking one course per week, so that this does not affect your other engagement and commitment. So you take 1 week, one course per week rather, and in 6 weeks' time, we should be done with this level. And after we are done, if you want a certificate for this course, fine. If not, fine. What is important is about the knowledge that you gain and what you are able to translate it into achieving in your life. Let's start today with number one, discover. Now, in a journey to financial independence, to financial comfort, to financial freedom, the first thing that is important is to discover. And the adage says, you cannot recover until you discover. So, to truly recover, you need to discover. For many of us that have been going through acute financial pain as private school teachers, what you need to do is to embark on a journey of discovery. The moment discovery is done, recovery will no longer be difficult. You have seen over the years that your salary is not taking you home. It gets worse and complicated with the fact that you don't have access to loans like your counterparts in public schools. Car, which I mean, to them they can get car loan, they can get housing loan. You don't you can, they can get huge and fat cooperative loans and so on and so forth. But you don't have access to all of that, so it makes the journey a little strenuous. And we want to, as we are considering number one, discover. What should you discover? Number one, discover your skill. What skill have you acquired over the years? Discover it. Discover them. Because in the journey of financial wealth, in the journey of financial independence, your skill will come handy. Look, your certificate may have issue. Your certificate may not fetch you your desired job, but your skill always will. So over the years, what skill do you have? Discover it. Discover your talent. What are the talents that you have over the years? Right from when you were in primary school up to the time you were in secondary school, those talents are playing out. Even after you graduated from college, you still discover that the talents are there. They are not there for nothing. They are there for you to make something out of it in life. 3, discover your passion. What are you passionate about? What is that thing that thrills you? What is that thing that you are ready to even do for free? It gives you joy when you do it. Discover your passion. Now, because of time, I'll just stop at these 3, and I want to give some practical examples. Whether skill or passion or talent, all of them fall within this category. Discover them. And as you leave this training session today, I want you to really reflect what exactly are the things that I have discovered that can fetch me money in this profession. One could be singing. If you have talent for singing, you have passion for singing, or you have skill in singing, you can actually make money out of it without taking you out of the classroom. See, social media has made things very easy. Release a single and put it on your YouTube and share the link to everybody. That is how visibility begins. Do a short. If truly that singing is there, you don't have to say it's because I'm a teacher, that's why I cannot pursue it. There are 1001 things you can pursue as a teacher, and even singing is one of them. Granted that tomorrow it may blow up and they take you out of teaching, but at least at the stage where you are, discover it. Number 2 could be drawing. See, there are some of us that we are very, very good when it comes to drawing, artwork, right from primary school. And up till now, it is still there. Is there something you can do with it to really convert it into money for yourself? Okay? There are exhibitions you can organize for your students. I mean, art exhibitions that will draw people, and it can be an annual event whereby you invite dignitaries from all over the sphere of influence or your neighborhood. So if you are able to do artworks in painting, artworks in sculpture, artworks in other genres of art, then you gather them together. Every session, there are many art enthusiasts all over the country. In fact, there are some expatriates and foreigners that they are ready to pay anything for good artwork. So use the platform of the school where you are working and organize fine art exhibition. About 70% of the works may be yours. So that means if there are sales, it comes to your account. So this is something that you need to discover. Number 3 could be writing. There are some of us that we have potentials, great potentials in writing. And you see, it pains me when those who did not know much about education, much about literature, much about writing, they will bring their books for you as an English language teacher, for instance, and you will be the one that will help them to sell the books. And you, ordinary pamphlets you have not written for the past 15 years that you have been a teacher. If a teacher writes a book, at least if you have a good buy-in of your proprietor, at least you have a ready market in your school. Many of the schools where you come from they are on the average of about 500 students, 400 students, 300 students, 600 students. That's enough market for you as a writer. You can do a lot by producing books, either the ones that are related to the subject you are teaching or the ones that are works of fiction. Again, it bothers me that you have been teaching this particular subject for 15 years, 20 years, and ordinary compile question and answer you cannot generate. Essentials of the subject you are teaching, you cannot generate. So, writing is something that is one of the things you can discover. Cooking is another thing, whether as a talent or as a skill or as a passion. If you discover that you have the gift of cooking, then give it a shot. Now, you don't necessarily need to open a restaurant. You cannot have time for that. You don't necessarily have to open eatery. You don't have time for that. But you know there are things you can do with your cooking skill, with your cooking talent, or with your cooking passion. Okay, Mr. Jerry goes to work every Monday, and is always it's Mr. Jerry is a banker. He leaves home very early in the morning, comes back late in the evening, and then just go to the kitchen when he comes, warm his soup, and and take something. So supply Mr. Jerry pot of soup. That's what some people are doing in Lagos. They won't cook, they won't practice their catering Monday to Friday. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they are just cooking pot of soup for those who want it for the week. And as fun as it sounds, that has really boosted the economies of so many people that I know in Lagos. They are not selling, they are not running a full blown catering business as such, but they sell whether pot of uziza or pot of idika kong or pot of bitter leaf soup. They have the price they put on it, and so many people in Lagos will buy it, especially the single the bachelor bankers, the bachelor corporate guys, even some families, young families, they do it. And the next thing is they put it in the freezer and they are warming it little by little till the end of the week when they will be supplied another pot. You can explore it. There are different ways by which you can explore that passion you have for cooking. You see, the where we are starting from, we're going somewhere in this training. But what we are saying is there is nothing you have that is wasted. There is nothing you have that cannot be converted into financial comfort for you. And so what it takes is for you to discover. And there is no single person on earth that does not have something. Either you have acquired it by skill, or you just got it by talent, or it is a passion that is in you. Every one of us that have been created by God, we have one passion, one talent, one skill or the other. Look inward, discover, and ask that vital question: how do I convert this into money? How do I translate this talent into money? Once you do that, you will discover at the end of the month something is being added to your salary, something is augmenting your salary. So if you want to go into savings, it becomes easier. You can say, okay, what I'm making from this side also, let it be going into savings, and let me be living within the boundary and confine of my statutory salary. So that is one thing you can do with cooking, and it will honestly make a lot of difference. It can be sports. There are some teachers that are naturally gifted in sports, and it has been there over the years, but responsibilities of life come in, and they discover that they need a stable source of income, and that is how they find themselves in the four walls of the classroom. But that should not put an end to that dream. That should not put an end to that vision. You can raise a club of young ones that will be coming for training and rehearsals in the evenings twice a week, and then on Saturdays. You make some money there. Of course, as a teacher, you cannot go into full scale sports or full time sports any longer. That's already late. But you can convert the knowledge you have into training and coaching, and you will discover that whatever type of sport, whether football or volleyball or handball or basketball or rugby, whatever type of sport it is, you can actually begin to gather, you can begin to form clubs and begin to make money through it. Don't forget the major issue this in this number one that we are treating. Everyone on earth has something within him, and everything you have within you is meant to be able to guarantee your financial comfort and empowerment. So if it is not, okay, let me say, if you have not discovered it, that means you need to dig deeper. And if you have discovered it and you are not doing anything about it, you need to ask the question, how does this generate funds for me? So that is about sports. How about speaking, communication, ability to speak, ability to talk, ability to carry people along? It's a gift, it's a talent, and God did not put there for naught. It can actually become a source of income for you. And how do you make income from speaking? First and foremost, create a target audience. Once you create a target audience, then look at what they want to hear and go and generate content and begin to speak on it. Over time, you will get followers, and the followers will be enough to actually guarantee your financial freedom. So, speaking, public speaking, is also one of the things that you can discover about yourself that can bring much money. There are those who go on even comedy, stand up, MC. No, I wanted to say MC now. Professional MC. Every Saturday they get shows, they get invitations. This So as we are taking this course, ask yourself that question: what do I have that can be converted to money? And it can even be your mother tongue. Because when I talk about speaking, what many of us will think is it has to be English language. Nope. If you discover that you are well versed in your mother tongue, convert it to money. So, how do you make this discovery? How do you discover that, oh, I have this and I can do it? So, number one is reflection. Reflect on the journey of your life and look at the things you have done that have got accolades. Have you ever done anything that has given you a certificate or a medal outside academics in your journey of life? Then you may not need to look any further. That could just be a signal. Reflect. What are the things that I do naturally, seamlessly? So, reflect. Then, number two, ask questions. Ask those who are close to you. Sir, what do you think I can do very well? Ask your students. Ask your fellow teachers. Ask the members of your church or members of your mosque. What are the things you think I am quite good at? That may be a pointer for you to discover what you have got, what you can do. And number three, get a mentor. A mentor can look at you, a life coach can look at you and say, look, this is what you should be doing by the level of what I've seen in your capacities and capabilities. These are the ways to discover. When you discover, you now tell yourself, I am going to be better off financially with this my skill, with this my gift, with this my talent, and with this my talent and with this my passion. Make the discovery. If you have made the discovery, list them down. There are some that you have that I did not even capture in this my list. List them all the same. Your journey to financial wealth is just starting and about to unfold. I'm not coming here to promote anything or any Ponzi scheme. So we are laying a foundation, and then you will now see what layer of knowledge do you have to build on this foundation to guarantee your financial success. When I come in the next unit, I'm going to be talking about develop. That is, what is the next thing you need to do after you have made your discovery? After you have seen things that you know you are good at, whether you know how to convert it to money or not, what is the next step to take? That is what we'll be discussing the next unit, which is develop. Like I said, each course, each unit, each topic is taken per week. So by next week, I will be around to continue from where we stopped now. Don't go away.